excited because she wants to finally communicate with elves.
Not that I'm going for like a mix of Little Mermaid, Starfire, and
Yeah.
like just a ball of energy.
Much better.
Excellent.
It worked.
Hmm?
The Twitch is working again. I figured since we're at a break, I'd go out and give it a retry.
Yeah. Do you want to...
Oh, fuck, it does work.
Oh my god.
It's actual video.
But yeah, Ilaria is very excited about the twins because they are elves. Do you want to go talk to them?
Sure.
Okay, we'll lead them over to Vin and Rin and let her talk to the elves.
Hello.
They were kind of just playing a game that looked sort of like. Oh, hold on. Let me transition back to from Be Right Back. They were just kind of playing a game that kind of looks something like tag. You know, children. They run around. They do things.
Mm-hmm.
And Cake is ball of energy. She sees no difference.
They're kind of pleasantly say hi back.
Hello, boys. This is Cake. She's somebody that is really interested in learning new things. She's never met elves before, so I figured I'd introduce them to you.
So they kind of look her over, and one is like, "You look really different."
So she goes from like this overly happy smile to like this down, sad, like her ears are down.
Like Rin's like,
What
"I've
do you
never
mean
seen
different?
anyone with a furry tail before."
So they don't mean anything rude by it. They're curious about you like you're curious about them. Why don't you two share information about each other?
Share information about each other. Yeah, here's my business card. I'm Cake.
Oh, just talking about... Why don't you tell them a little bit about... you know what? Or you know what? Why don't you two play tag? I think she would love to learn how to play the game that you guys are playing.
Sure. They run around with Cake, I guess.
So now Cake is off playing with... I mean, she's basically, at this point, a kind of a child in her own right, so...
I suppose.
Well, because she was never trained to be like an adult. She's always been like,
Yeah,
everything's fine.
She's like she's about as whimsical as a child, so might as well just let her play with some kids and learn a little bit.
And they are, of course, students at a prestigious magic school in the city.
But they're still kids.
Well, I believe I read somewhere that elven kids are among the most well-behaved of all humanoid children.
This is...
Yes, they are. They are because of before they're born, shit goes on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
their mothers begin teaching them about life and being an elf and their families before they're even born.
Yeah, they're literally like the whole. They take that whole concept of like playing Mozart for your kids in the womb kind of thing, and take
We
it.
take it to a very
They
different
they,
level.
they add telepathic communication to it.
Well, their pre-K literally happens while they're still being developed.
Oh dear.
Fiona,
What? Still, they can have lots of energy.
Fiona will help Nanar with getting ready.
God, is this really how tight this is? How's Ragnar gonna ever fit in this?
No, she's like, it's the in thing right now.
I'm sure.
All the nobles
Of whatever
of
you
Sturgar are
said.
doing it.
How's Ragnar ever gonna fit into this? That's what she said.
Once she gets once she helps you with getting dressed, she's like, okay, this might actually work.
Just lift my arms up, going, huh. You know what? It doesn't look too terrible. Not
For the
as
record,
free as mine.
the shirt is extremely puffy.
You ever see that scene from Shrek when they're outfitting them for the first time? Yeah.
Basically that.
Oh dear.
Including with the very stiff folded collar.
If this thing ends up entirely broken by the end of the night, don't blame me, okay? It's a drink. Mm-hmm.
Well, see, here's the thing. She is a forge priestess. She can literally fabricate things.
If it gets breaking, it's coming back on you in a minute.
Hey, I'll break it while it's on me, and I ain't gonna show that. Oh dear.
But yeah, Detoris and Amathus and Saphir have been busy cleaning the house all day. You'll notice that the house is immaculate. And after time, the family will eventually gather back together and start talking about heading out to the fair.
Well, welcome to the Railcast channel, by the way, Vale.
Where is this happening?
Look at the who joined. I know who it is because I've seen they're in one of the other Discords. But Velvet or Red Tie, that's them. So welcome to the Discord. You've got lots of fun things. You'll usually see us talking about Skyrim together and other things.
Oh, the last thing I've seen is Carter.
Yeah, that's them.
Ah, I see.
That's what I was trying to say.
Well, I was just saying, it's like, I don't see the connection between the two. But yeah. So, Saphir will eventually turn up to collect his younger brothers.
That's it.
And he'll kind of look at Cake and raise an eyebrow.
Hello. I forget what his name is. Saphir?
Yes, Saphir.
Saphir.
Can you not see the label?
There we go. There we go. So you
Now
move
we
when you
can.
moved him. Yeah, now we can. Hello, Saphir. This
Okay,
is
so I guess he's decided to roast Cake alive.
along with his brothers.
Right to the fire.
As he, any person with a younger sibling knows that's a completely natural reaction.
I think that might actually be a tree.
I think it is glowing
It's the light. Well, yeah, it's the light it gives off because it is glowing.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
it's got like branches and shit sticking out at angles I would expect of a tree. I think it's just a red glowy tree.
I mean, it could be. I just see it as like a
Either-
bonfire.
Same.
All right, it's an elvish, it's an elf like noble house. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a tree.
It's a fire
It will
tree.
be a tree. Given
it's
the
a
fact that there's
glowing
also
tree.
plants and there's a plant like directly around it as well, and there's nowhere to sit down around the fire.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of a wooden house. It's a pretty big fire to have in the middle of a wooden house.
Yeah, that's actually a flame leaf tree.
Okay. Either way,
That's canon now.
Safer. This is Cake. She's very, very new to Elvish culture, though she speaks Elvish very well. She wanted to learn more about, so I've been trying to. Your brothers have been very kind as to engage with her.
This might be a bad idea.
What?
I'm gonna make a roll. Oh my god. I could die.
What is he doing?
The word you would describe it is blushing.
Oh. Safer has a crush on Cake. Oh boy.
Well, that was quick.
I mean,
Why is his face all red?
I'll explain later. You two would you like to would you two like to have a chat?
No. We need to get going. We're going to the fair.
Oh,
Perhaps you guys would like to join us.
company? Sure. I think Cake would be interested in seeing. She hasn't really seen many fairs where she's from.
I'm dead inside. I said to myself, I'm gonna make this roll. If it's a 4, then sure.
Oh man.
And sure enough,
Say you got the like probably the most like I won't say prudish. That's rude. I'm trying to think of a good word to describe Safer.
The word you're looking for is emo.
You got the oh my god, it literally is Malfumi. You have your Malfumi. All right. Yes, we'll go. We'll be happy to accompany you if you would allow us.
Well, I mean, it's a public fair. I don't think I could stop you.
No, but sometime it's. Look, I've dealt with.
Perfect response. Holy fuck.
He just kind of looks at it and is like,
I
okay.
have face kids like that.
If you've, I'd explained like my relationship with some of my the people I grew up with, and even if it was a public event, they tell me not to even look at them.
Or if you're safe here's like, I don't doubt that.
First off, ouch. Second, but yes, we will be happy to accompany you. Fucking
All right.
rude. I'm gonna smite your ass when I become a god.
Alright, so eventually, Naynar, Fiona, and Orfir will head out as an elaborate carriage arrives to whisk them away to the palace.
Oh joy.
So I'm
Well,
going
guess it
to
begins.
find this one. And I will deposit you guys there. And then the rest of you, I assume, are going to
Perfect
the
time.
carnival.
Carnival time! Oh god, Cake is going to try like elvish sweets and everything. Oh my god, we're gonna have the most hyperactive like Tanuki girl ever.
Oh dear.
As you make your way through the streets, you'll Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. I'll pop you guys there. But as you're heading through the streets, you'll notice that all of the businesses are all closed for the holidays, but a lot of the people have taken to setting up small shops along the streets, and they'll be selling various things, mostly holiday-related stuff.
Mm-hmm.
One,
That's probably how me and Orpheus killed our goals. Like free necklaces for mothers.
pretty much. But one of the stands you notice is selling these kind of little, they almost look like little wreaths woven of holly and ivy. And you see that almost everyone is walking around with something like that.
Can I make an insight check to know what it is? Since again, while my language, I didn't speak it, I did grow up around elves.
Insight or history, whatever's better for you.
Insight, definitely. My intelligence is shit.
Okay.
I'm gonna insight as well because I have a feeling Alari would tell me something about this.
All right. Well, I mean, humans celebrate the same Yuletide too.
Fair enough.
So, what you would know about these is that on Mother's Night, it is customary for women especially to wear crowns of holly and ivy. Now, they indicate their own mother. If your mother is alive, the crown you'd wear would be adorned with red berries. And if your mother has passed, you would wear white berries.
Hmm.
Would you like to purchase any?
Why not? I'm guessing this is for everybody, right?
I mean, Ozman is basically retiring soon, so he's like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they're not
Oh.
they're not horribly expensive. They're like 5 silver.
yeah. It's not like a
10 for one.
okay. He'll explain that because I imagine
Holiday price.
yeah, Ozan. This is like I said to anybody who isn't going to the palace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been whisked away by like a one of those stretch carts,
Yeah.
stretch carriages.
Right. All right. He'll explain that to Cake if Cake would like one. He'll buy it
by
for
the
her.
white stags we've encountered before.
Yeah. That was it. The one we rolled up with. That was great. I still love that. All right, so Ozan will. All right, he'll nice. Pale will explain what they're supposed to represent to Cake and ask her if she'd like one.
That sounds sad.
Well, it's about remembering and honoring.
Yeah.
It's about remembrance. That's all. Safer.
Yeah.
Interject.
I might as well then.
Okay. I'm assuming because she's already told us that her parents passed away, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
he'll get her one that's for white berries. He kind of looks at it for a moment as he's like, you know, in theory, as much as
Ozan's gonna cover the cost for APL. Don't worry.
Hmm?
a Payal literally looks at it for kind of looks at him for half a moment. It's like, this is one of those awkward things about being raised in an orphanage. You never, especially with her, you never quite know what's the proper
Well, you wouldn't wear a
acknowledgement.
crown for yourself. You would have kind of like a more of a corsage type deal.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing they're selling those as well.
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of looking as, like I said, Payal's literally going like, this is one of those awkward things about being raised in an orphanage. You never know what's quite the right acknowledgement. Oh, what the hell? I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, even if she doesn't give it to me, and he'll get one with red berries.
All right, and the guy at the market stall, he's like, so you don't look like you're from around here. Are you guys adventurers or something?
Oh, indeed, we're a part of L.E.O.
L.E.O, I've heard of that. I think one of those adventuring guilds, right?
Indeed.
Hmm. You guys must go on a lot of adventures, eh?
Yes.
And
We've gone to a few places.
he'll kind of look at your equipment and stuff. That's some fancy stuff you got there. Yeah, it must pay really well, huh?
Decently.
Eh, maybe I ought to take up adventuring, he says.
If you've got the courage for it and a strong arm or spell casting
He kind
hand.
of says, I think I can handle myself. He like kind of flexes a little bit.
Yeah. Just for reference, can I make a what would it be? Not sense motive isn't a thing.
Insight is what it's
Insight,
handled
yeah.
in this system.
Cause all right. Does he just feel like he's genuinely making idle talk, or is he trying to try so?
You're not sure what it is, but something feels a little off. He's like, I'll tell you what. You seem like an interesting guy. I'll throw in a second one for you. And he offers you a second one. Looks more or less the same as the first, only you notice that the leaves on this one are much more vibrant. They have an almost kind of reddish hue to them.